when your brain and tongue connect, your tongue almost swallow down your damn throat. Hello, my chat partners. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Dion. Please subscribe to my channel. And to my returning chat partners, I really appreciate you guys' support. So guys, today's video is going to be a review on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 2, Episode 7. So let's get to it. The show starts off with Tisha and Melody continuing their conversation at Melody's children's birthday party. Tisha called Melody a mean girl. And it was something about a tweet that Melody sent out saying something about, I don't care like what my man does, or as long as he take care of home, or something, I don't know. But Melody was trying to tell Tisha that's something that she said, and Tisha was like, I never said that. So Tisha was like, well, I'm gonna ask Kimmy. So of course, Tisha goes out the room, gets Kimmy. Kimmy comes back in the room with them. And Tisha asks Melody, do she remember an event that they was at? Said something into the reference of, you know, she really don't care what Marisol do as long as he take care of home. And you can tell in that moment that Kimmy knew what she was talking about, but it was one of them things, she was like, looking like, they trying to get me in that mess again, and I'm not getting ready to get in it. And she told them, no, she don't remember her saying that, or she don't remember her hearing that. But the thing about it, I believe Tisha really did say it, because Melody wouldn't say that if she really didn't say it. A lot of times, a person can say something to you, and then when you bring it back to them later on, they be like, I didn't say that, but where did I get it from? You're not going to just get something. You know, you're not just going to, it's just going to come off top of your head, oh, you said this. You're not going to put something out there that somebody said something and they said they didn't say it, but they really did. And I believe that Tisha did say that. I don't think Melody would lie about anything like that. Another thing, I feel like when it comes to Kimmy, they always try to put her in the middle of everything. But I think with Kimmy, I don't know, it's something about Kimmy. I just can't put my finger on it quite yet. She kind of puts me in the mind of like a Dr. Jackie, where she's only going to give you but so much on TV. I feel like when the camera's off, she's a totally different person. She's not going to give you the real side of her. That's what I get from her. It's like, she come off as a person that's trying to be too perfect, get along with everybody, and that's just not real life. And when people try to come off as they too good, like they are not going to be in any drama, you just don't see them get all upset and everything, or get rah-rah. I feel like they make my little senses tingle. It make me be like, I don't know, it just make me put my eye up to them and be like, yeah, I gotta side eye you a little bit, because it's just something about you. I can't put my finger on it yet. I think it could be one of those things that Kimmy is of a certain age. She's not gonna act a fool on TV. Y'all not gonna put it out there and show, have her on TV looking a fool. And I get it, I understand. Kimmy leaves out the room, and Tisha confides in Melody, letting her know, that MJ is Tisha and Marisol's son, that he had a conversation with her, asking her questions about why would Mr. Martell say that daddy has 20 girlfriends. And I'm sure, she was telling, Melody as a mother, that was like really uncomfortable for her to have that conversation with her son. They go to school and stuff, they can read stuff online, they can watch TV. And I'm sure as a young, a little young growing, teenager, he probably wondering like, why is he saying that about my dad? He could be getting picked on, or just anything. He just want to know why is he saying that about his dad. And Melody understood what Tisha was saying, and she was telling her that she was going to talk to Martell about it. Tisha and Melody continued on with their conversation, and Tisha was telling Melody that, I have certain things going on, like I got events coming up. But when she told Melody that she had events coming up, Melody kind of laughed. She kind of snarkled. And Tisha was like, why are you laughing? I think what it is with Tisha, she needs to get a thicker skin. Just because Melody laughed, that kind of showed her immaturity, her ignorance, so to say. She should have just been like, okay, you laughing, but I got this event coming up, if you want to come, such and such and such. You ain't the only one that can do events, you know what I'm saying? So she needs to learn how to ignore childish stuff that certain people will do to try to throw you off or make you feel like you ain't good enough, so to say, when you're telling them about an idea or something that you have, or something that you want to do, and when a person kind of laugh at it or kind of brush it off, it's like, oh, that's something that they need to deal with on themselves. You keep continuing to be the great person that you are. Tisha need to continue to keep making her events and doing what she want to do. Because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people think that Tisha is like this soft-hearted person, which she is, and they can kind of say anything to her or run over top of her. I feel like Tisha would be the one to get everybody on this show and run for their money, and she probably would walk the dog on them girls if they ever had to throw hands, to be honest. Just what I think. Okay, so Tisha and Melody decide that what they're going to do is, be cordial and just keep family off limits. Like, we're not going to be talking about the children. We're not going to be talking about each other parents, which I totally understand that, because whatever y'all got going on, the kids and y'all parents don't have nothing to do with it. And then the scene goes to Martell pulls MJ to the side, which is Marisol and Tisha's son, and he explains to him, that he had a talk with his dad. He was informed that he had questions about his dad having 20 girlfriends. And Martell told MJ that, that was just something that he said basically because he was mad at his dad and it wasn't true. He was just saying that to get under his daddy's skin. And the little boy, MJ was like, he understood. I just really applaud Martell for pulling MJ to the side to kind of put his little mind at peace, so he won't be sitting up here worrying about what his family got going on and the mess that his mama and daddy got going on with their friends. And then at the end, it showed them singing happy birthday to the little girls, and all the little kids around and all the little families was around. I thought that was really cute. It was a cute little gesture, little birthday party. So that was nice for them to share their part of the show to the world, them, singing that little song, the birthday song to the little girls, and the little kids all smiling and happy. So I thought that was really, really cute. And the next scene shows Martell at him and Melody's office, Holton Hope. And Melody comes to the office, and they begin to talk. And Melody basically breaks down to Martell everything she has going on. She lets him know she has an interview, stuff going on with the play. She got to get a style, how really busy she is. And he's telling her that, they need to interview a nanny. And he was basically telling her that she needs like pump her brakes, because they need a nanny and she needs to look for one. And she was like, well, why can't you look for one? My thing is, why you gotta ask your husband, why can't he look for one? Why can't both of y'all look for a nanny together? I would think, y'all do have 4 children. So I would think if you're looking for a nanny, that's a couple's thing. That's not a you thing. You go look for her, or you go look for her. You look for the nanny because I'm too busy. Then we bring this nanny in the house and it's somebody I chose and you don't like him. Then you're gonna be coming back at me talking about, well, I don't like her. Well, if you do the process together, because these are our children together, then I feel like it'll run more smooth. It shouldn't be you do it or you do it when it comes to somebody watching your children. Then Martell was telling Melody that she needs to try to put forth an effort to work 3 or 4 hours a day at the company, because he said he's taking on a whole lot of more responsibilities now that she's not there. And basically Martell was saying that the company is their bread and butter. That's what's bringing in the most income. And a lot of the things that Melody is doing right now isn't bringing any income in. Kind of like brushed him off a little bit. And I get the thing, like with Melody and Martell, she don't listen to her husband and is sitting here telling her what he wants from her. And the thing about it, she's like, well, why you can't do it? Why you don't have the time? Like, what else you got going on that you can't do these things? Because she's saying that she wants to become a billionaire. I get that. You can want to become a billionaire. You can have a whole lot of financial dreams and goals set for you and your family. But at the end of the day, Mel to realize that she just had a baby. They got 4 children, and they have small children. If I'm not mistaken, they look like their kids all in elementary school. I just feel like how you get married, have these kids, want to pursue the dream of being a billionaire. Like, you need to take care of your kids. You need to be a mother, because that's what you did. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to have babies. You wanted to expand your family. So you need to be a mother and wait till your kids get older and then have that billionaire dream. I'm not saying she can't do things to make money, but you can't just be like, oh, we just gonna get a nanny. I'm gonna keep doing this, this, and this, and this, and this. And your husband steady telling you what he needs from you. You need to slow down, because I feel like Martell, like, we got these kids. Let's be a family. But she's too gung-ho on going out here and making this money. And I get that you want to support your family, you want to take care of your family, but I think her and her husband need to really sit down and have a conversation if they really want their marriage to work, as far as like when it comes to the finances. Okay, this is the pros and cons of each additional task that Melody is taking on. She needs to hear her husband's side of the story as far as what he think the pros and cons are, and she needs to tell him what she think the pros and cons are, and they need to come together and eliminate certain things off the list. That way, they can still have time for family. She can have time for her husband, and she can have time for her business endeavors that she want to do. Martell was telling Melody that Tisha and Marisol didn't speak to him at the birthday party. She was like, they didn't speak to you? He was like, no, but he was like, if they spoke to me, I probably wouldn't have, spoke back to them. Okay, so why would you want them to speak to you at your children's birthday party? Why is you even thinking about a grown couple speaking to you at your kid's birthday party anyway? That would have been the last thing on my mind, because at the end of the day, your wife decided to invite this couple and their children to the birthday party because their kids are friends. Leave it at that. Let the people come, and y'all already know y'all don't like each other. So why is it gonna be tension that you worrying about if they spoke to you? If they speak to you or not. You should even care about that, and that shouldn't have your draws in a bunch because they didn't speak to you. Y'all know y'all don't get along with each other. And to me, it's like Martell is kind of really going hard about his dislike for Marisol. Melody mentioned to Martell that Destiny is having an event and she invited them. He was like, why would she invite them? I'm going to tell her not to invite them to nothing else. I've been knowing her since we was in high school or middle school or something. Been knowing her husband longer. Why invite them? Because she want to. That's why she friends with them. Just because y'all not friends with him, that don't mean she can't be friends with them. People kill me when they feel like, oh, because I'm not friends with somebody, you can't be. We grown. We not children. It's children stuff. Like, kind of puzzling to me a little bit, and I'm sitting up here, I wonder what it is. It's something deeper than what they showing on TV that's going on between Martell and Marisol. Sometimes I wonder, do Martell envy Marisol for the simple fact the kind of wife Tisha is to Marisol? She's more submissive to her husband. She listens to her husband. Marisol is like the man marriage or whatever. As far as Melody and Martell, she halfway listen to him. She be like whatever, and she do her own thing. And then it just make you wonder too, like it has to be something else that's deeper than what they showing on TV. The reason why he's mad at Marisol, because the way he acting, you be like, don't start making people question stuff. I don't know if it's one of them things that y'all kind of know a little bit too much about what each other have done or what y'all not did together, and what's Marisol's brother name? Maurice. He don't even know nothing about it. It's something that only Martell and Marisol know, and it's something between them that has happened that don't nobody else know about. It's something, I just don't know what it is, but just the energy that Martell's giving off, and it's like you can tell Martell's very agitated, very aggravated when Marisol comes around. I'm like, do he know the lady that Martell supposedly had allegedly been messing with on his wife, or what is it? It's Kimmy and Maurice. And Maurice is in the living room or whatever, on the computer, and he's doing some work, and Kimmy comes in there and brings him a glass of juice. She sits down and they start talking about Monster, about Maurice's son. He's asking him questions as far as is Kaya still going to move to the location that they live at. And he was like, as far as he knows, she is. When Kiowa moves here, is Monster going to stay with us during the week and just stay with her during the weekend? Or is, are y'all going to split custody, or how's that going to go? Still going to live with us? And he's basically telling her that, oh, he's going to stay with me. He's not going to, move in with her full time. He's just going to stay with me. She was like, but, are you basically assuming that? Have you talked to her or what? He was like basically telling her like, no, that's what it is. That's what it's going to be. The way Kimmy look at Maurice, because it's like the way he come off and say it, because he's telling her, it was supposed to have been the thing when Monster turned 8 that he was going to live with me full time. But he not 8 though. That's not past. So why you keep bringing it up? We talking about the now. Basically telling her that he's like the decision maker and everything. It's one of those things sometimes I get from scenes with Kimmy and Maurice that she be like, he's not the man I thought I married. That's kind of the energy and the vibe I get from her, because Maurice try to come off as this know-it-all, as he perfect, and he comes off like he's very controlling. And him and Marisol act alike, but from the beginning, like from season 1, Marisol always act a little controlling. But I wouldn't say Marisol is so much controlling. Marisol just he's like very old school when it comes to the rules as far as how a man and wife relationship should go. Kimmy, she's a woman of a certain age. She's been through certain things with a man, and you can tell she's not one to go through a bunch of bull ass when it comes to a man in a relationship, no matter if he's her husband or not, because her son is grown. And it's one thing, as women, if you have had a child with someone and that relationship didn't work out, you're not going to go through certain things with men anymore, because it like puts something in your soul that make you, that you don't tolerate bullshit. Kimmy was explaining to him, well, because I'm a mother and I know, yeah, this, you know, a child needs their father, but he still needs his mother. And he was like, okay, Kimmy Y or Kaya Y or something. Anyway, he put Kaya and Kimmy name together. And she looked at him and she was like, don't do that again. And he was like, it was funny. He laughed. She was like, no, it's not funny. And that was really childish of Maurice and real petty of him. And I'm sure when them cameras went off, she laid his ass out, because I feel like at the end of the day, that's something you don't do. You never call the person that you're with, married or a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever relationship, you never call them the name of your ex. Even if you call a person that you're with the name of your ex by accident, when your brain and tongue connect, your tongue almost swallow down your damn throat like, oh, the fuck did I do? You know what I'm saying? So he should already know that's something that you don't do. And I was really puzzled by that. And I'm sure she was. And she probably was like, soon this camera's hit, soon y'all hit stop, it's on. Okay, then the next scene comes, it's Tisha and Marisol at their new office. And the office, from what I can see, just the little angles they showed, it was really nice, really cute to show that they have an office together. And they was just talking about, you know, the birthday party and everything. And Tisha was telling Marisol about the conversation that she had with Melody. Starts talking to Marisol about her mom's behavior. And she was telling him, you know, basically that she feel like her mom is kind of like coming in between her relationships, because her mom is always confronting other people and everything. And Marisol was basically telling Tisha that she needs to just tell her mama to shut the hell up. But I'm like, she can't tell her mom to shut the hell up, because that's her mother. Her husband or any man should never put out there that a woman should disrespect her mom. Mom's heart is in the right place. It's just her delivery. It's just that her mom is very protective of her daughter. She just don't want to take no mess. And sometimes other people on the outside looking in, they can feel like you're trying to run over your child. And her mother, like Tisha said, her mama had her at a young age. They basically grew up together. And Tisha mama know what type of personality and what type of person her child is. So when she see other people coming at her a certain way, of course she's gonna be on defense, because she know Tisha don't have that backbone like she should to defend herself or to let people know. Like, it's one of those things with Tisha, she needs to get the backbone to let people know if they cross her one time, it'll be their last time. They won't do it again, because they know they can't come at her like that, because she not put them in that place. Wrong, I'm not no child, don't play with me like that, okay? And then Marisol should know better too, because at the end of the day, her mama the one who gave birth to her and wiped her ass when she was a newborn baby and took care of her. You know, I think a lot of times people think that when you married, that the husband's supposed to come before your mom and all that. I don't know, because I've never been married, so I don't understand the dynamics, but I feel like everybody has their own place, and you cannot compare your relationship to your mother, and you certainly can't compare your relationship to your husband, because there's certain things that you can do with your husband that you can't do with your mama, and there's certain things that you can do with your mom that you can't do with your husband, because at the end of the day, you're a part of your mother, because she's the one who you are part of her cell, you developed in her body, and she birthed you. So then Destiny comes in to talk to Tisha and Marisol about her new beauty supply store that she's opening up. And first things first, I don't mean to talk about nobody, but when they showed Destiny on her one-on-one, her eyelash was bothering me because they was just too long. She a pretty lady. She do not need those long blinding eyelashes on. I don't understand why people feel like they got it. If you're going to do a lash, that's fine, but do a soft, simple lash, because she's a professional businesswoman that's owning businesses. You don't need them long lashes like this that's doing the talking for you while you're doing your one-on-one. So when Destiny got there, of course, they felt like Tisha was being, you know, a little annoying and disrespectful. But I feel like it was one of those things that Tisha, this might have been their first time. You know, her and her husband got an office, and she probably see Destiny as like a friend or someone that she's cordial with. So I think she was just being herself. And she was like thinking like so much a professional type. You know, I guess she didn't know how to like separate, you know, push that part of it aside, because she was sitting in the Marisol chair, and then when Destiny started talking, then she got up and, you know, walked away. Marisol asked, you know, Tisha, could she get her an espresso? Destiny kind of looked like, wow, you going to get your husband an espresso? I'm sitting up here like, but she don't supposed to get a husband an espresso. Like, why do people think because Tisha do stuff for her husband that it's a problem? I don't get that. And she was saying that there was like kind of some certain things that Tisha was doing was kind of unprofessional. But then when you sitting up here talking about you got baby brain because you pregnant, that's unprofessional too, because a lot of times when people be pregnant, all they want to talk about, oh, I got baby brain, oh, the baby. Don't nobody want to hear that all the time. We here to talk business. Congratulations, you pregnant. Let's talk about this business right quick. So Destiny and Marisol was talking about her building, about how many square feet she wanted, you know, just how much seating she wanted, and etc. So Marisol asked Destiny about like the Holtz, you know, as far as like how would they feel, you know, would they feel any type of way about him doing business for her? And you know what? That showed a lot of maturity about Marisol, and she couldn't do nothing but respect it. Marisol about their business, and that's what I like about him. So then the next scene is they are at Destiny's 20 Women, 20 Wigs soft launch party for her beauty supply store. I think it's Martell, Maurice, Destiny's husband was, you know, just letting them know that, you know, Destiny had talked to Marisol and was trying to get a bid. And here go Maurice big mouth. He can handle that? And he was like, well, yeah, I feel like he can. He said, but can he handle that? He's so busy. My thing is, to me, I feel like he threw his brother up under the bus. There shouldn't have been none he said. He shouldn't have said, can he handle it? She should have been like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I hope Marisol gets the bid. Not, can he handle it? He just so... I don't know what to say about him. I just felt like he threw his brother up under the bus. The last thing you saying is, can he handle it? And then you're going to say it in front of Martell. You shouldn't have said that in front of him. That make me wonder, like, I don't know about you. I know that's your brother, but don't be thinking that you're the only one that can do great. Congratulations to Destiny, because she's the first African-American owner for a beauty supply store. So that's good. Destiny, Melody, Tisha, and Kimmy talking, and the tension was really thick, but Kimmy kind of said some things to kind of break the ice a little bit, and I thought that was big of her. So then Tisha made a joke about being escorted out, because when Destiny was talking about how, you know, her pregnancy or whatever, and Melody was like, oh yeah, she was like, at my party I had, you know, for my skincare I have a cream that you can use, but I didn't have it, you know, it wasn't at my party. And she was like, I can give it to you. She was like, oh, let me leave from over here, let me just, you know, get escorted out, or some kind of joke she made, which I think she shouldn't have made that joke, because there wasn't the time or place to make it. I'm like, girl, let that go. It's over with. You got escorted out. You and Melody didn't talk. Y'all not made peace. Let it go. Just leave that in the past. Tisha was talking to the ladies, and she's doing an event about people who has power for marriages. And she was saying that Kimmy and Maurice were on the panel. And Kimmy looking like shocked, like she didn't know. But I think she probably was looking shocked for the simple fact that Melody and Martell isn't on the panel. And then the other lady, Destiny, and her husband isn't on the panel. Then it goes to Tisha and Destiny talking, and, you know, just saying certain things about their husband's calendar and work schedule and about the meeting. She was like, oh, I was happy to see you at the meeting, blah, 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 this and this and that. And she was like, I didn't know you was coming. And Tisha like, what? And Tisha was like, I don't know my husband's calendar. And she was like, you know your husband's calendar? And Destiny was like, yeah, I know my husband's calendar, and he know mine. But my thing is, you can't knock the girl because she don't know her husband's calendar. It's just, the women be coming off at Tisha like, I don't know. And Destiny, she need to slow her roll, because she a little too bossy. She is a little too bossy. And the thing about it, later on it shows Destiny and Melody talking, and she starts telling Melody about her meeting with Marisol and Tisha, and just saying how Tisha was acting unprofessional, this and this and that. But my thing is, you sitting up here dogging that woman out, but I know it's gonna come a day that Melody and Destiny gonna bump heads, and when they do, that's gonna be some good TV. I already see it coming, because Destiny's so like, she feel like she can approach anybody and say anything to them, and she needs to stop doing that. Stop trying to downplay Tisha or talk about her behind her back, or that little, that little conversation that she had with Melody about Tisha. But people gonna be petty and people gonna do stuff like that. That's one reason why I don't hang out and stuff like that with women and do certain things like that. I might do lunch or something every once in a while, but I only got like 3 friends. And I hang out with my daughter and my mama as far as female. After that, I cut the deck because I ain't got time because of stuff like what they got going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. But what I can say is what I do love about Love and Marriage Huntsville is that it's great to see couples that are married, that are financially stable, that have a lot of dreams and goals, that are owning businesses and working and doing their thing. So big ups to everybody on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, guys, so that's my review on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 2, Episode 7. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment down below and let me know if you watched the video and what you think and what you guys think. Okay, guys, so as always, remember you guys are great. And as always, take care, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye, guys. Bye.